Hey guys, Camper 15 back at it with another video for you guys.
Ratchet.
You're lucky I'm not wearing my goggles. I could have just put them on right now. Continue the trend.
You want me to sneeze on your goggles?
No.
Okay, keep them off.
Anyways, yes, Demon Slayer, Season 4, Episode 2. A very somber episode this week.
Yes, a very quite emotional one.
Yeah. We get some pretty critical backstory information about Tomioka. And why I guess we found out the reason why he potentially didn't want to participate in the training, and kind of just goes to somewhat self-doubt in himself.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, now one, apologies for getting this episode review out a lot later than expected. If I didn't have to work this morning, the review would have been out this morning. But because I had to work this morning, I got home at around 4 or 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Because we live on the West Coast, and I had to eat because I didn't eat anything today. And then obviously, I had to fix my TV issue because I'm also trying to watch the Game 7 of the NBA playoffs, and then obviously watch Demon Slayer. So yes, Demon Slayer. Now, before we talk about Demon Slayer, I'm going to go off a quick little tangent. This will cater more to my Hero Academia review, but I want to make this a little bit known. Now, yesterday on my Hero Academia review, there was a comment talking about a spoiler. Now, if you know My Hero Academia, you know the massive spoiler in that series that just happened just yesterday. If you're going to leave a comment on any of my videos regarding, well, let's just be honest, spoilerly titles or spoilerly, whatever, how you want to say it, spoiler type of thumbnails, I don't give a rat's ass. If you're gonna have an issue with that, well, that's your problem. Listen, most of these series that we talk about, the manga's already covered it. And by the time we drop reviews, it should be by enough time to watch the episode has passed, especially on a weekend. So if you're going to come and make a comment saying you shouldn't be putting clickbaity or spoilers in your thumbnails or your titles, we'll kick effing rocks. It's my channel. I know my co-host has his own channel, so if he were to put something like that, it's his channel too.
Well, not much to be spoiled about my channel. Mine is pretty. I'm pretty open. Like I said, I mentioned a lot of my videos. I'm open to whatever. Well, I don't really see how I can spoil anything about the games I play at this point, because some of these games are like games that have been out for a while now. So,
and we're in the trend of social media where it's very easy to get spoiled on simple topics. So, look, all I'm going to say is, and I'm going to talk more about this in my Hero Academia review, so it might be somewhat of a rant too when that video comes, but it's plain and simple. You want to know the best way to avoid spoilers? Watch what you gotta watch. Play the video game you gotta play. Beat it, finish the episode, and then that's when you can go on social media or YouTube and watch your favorite YouTubers talk about the content you just watched. Like, it isn't that hard.
I mean, look at me. I'm still pretty behind the Stellar Blade, and I'm still doing pretty good at avoiding spoilers. I'm still in the first part of the game. Let's be real. And how long is Stellar Blade? Like,
it's probably like a good 10-hour, maybe 12-hour game, depending how long you play.
And geez,
that's not even adding on to how many deaths you might occur because you're struggling with a certain boss fight.
And there you go. Yeah, like I'm still really behind, guys, and it's easy. It's just easy to avoid spoilers. Just don't click on the video.
Hell, I even said it in the comment to the person that responded to my that made a comment about it. Unsubscribe from the channel, and then if you're done watching or looking or playing at whatever you got to play at, you then resubscribe, and you then watch the video. The only thing I can say is apologies for spoiling you, but that's your fault for clicking onto YouTube. And obviously, if you're subscribed to a channel, that video is going to go into your subscriber inbox, and you're going to see the thumbnail. So, listen, spoilers are easy to avoid. Stay off social media. That's all I can say. I understand that's hard in today's society, but listen, trust me. I've been spoiled multiple times on things that I wish I didn't get spoiled on, but sadly, it happens.
And unfortunately for me, I've been spoiled quite a few times, and about a certain manga that I'm trying my best not to read at the moment, but I'm really curious about. But I've been seeing a few images here and there, not a lot of context, but a few images that I might expect to see in the future, and I'm just like, shit.
Yeah, and look, if you have disagreements with my take, that's fine. We're here to disagree. It's open opinion. But at the end of the day, I have every right to put in a certain type of title. And again, that spoiler in MHA, that's been out for multiple years. And by the time that video posted, it was like 12 in the afternoon on the West Coast. That gives enough time for anybody on a Saturday to watch an episode. And speaking of, if you don't want to be spoiled by a certain anime you like to watch, just put a little thought. Wouldn't that be the first show you would watch before going on any social media? On top of it too, it's funny how my videos picked out about it, but then I go look at other people's videos and that same spoiler is in their thumbnails too.
I wonder if they ever got that kind of comment before.
Never had that comment before on any of my videos, but I guess somebody was upset. But mind you, I got this comment at 2 a.m. in the morning.
2 a.m.
So legitimately, it was a whole 24 hours had passed. Now, why that person did not watch MHA in a whole span of 24 hours, I don't know what he was doing. He must have been working a freaking 8 to 2 a.m. job, and then just now getting home. Oh shit! Oh, Camera 15 posted. Oh damn it! I got spoiled.
Well, if that's the case, we apologize if you just now getting home or something, but that's not our fault.
Yeah, video was up for the episode was out for 24 hours past then. Also, you can't use the excuse if the guy was in another country because they get episodes faster than we do. Especially if you're in Japan.
Yep.
Because we get episodes literally an hour after they do. That's when they post to Crunchyroll. So I'll talk more about that on my My Hero Academia review next Saturday. So if you want to hear probably a rant about that, then go right ahead. Anyways, Demon Slayer shit. Tomioka. We get the backstory. Kind of a full-fledged backstory about his origins, why he doesn't want to participate in the trainings, and funny faces from him too. Faces that I was actually shocked we never got to see from him. There was times where he was like, what?
And we see a cameo of a face we haven't seen for a while.
Yes. But before we get to the Tomioka stuff, let's focus on what we got left out from the cliffhanger from last week, which was episode 1, aka the episode we already saw because we went to the movie theaters and saw the sneak peek. That was not special for us. We actually had to buy the tickets and go to the movie theaters and buy our popcorn.
I still feel like we shouldn't have gone. We should have just waited.
We're Demon Slayer fans now.
Well, I'm a longtime Demon Slayer fan, and even I know to be patient.
What if you don't want to be patient? Sometimes you just got to see shit early.
Not if you have to pay for
it. Please. And they showed there was a leak, Black Clover episode 1 of the new season of Black Clover. I don't give a crap. You're watching that.
Fair point.
Especially with the fact that Black Clover's been gone for a long time.
I cannot argue with that. To this day, I'm still waiting for Black Clover to come back. To this day, and I'm desperately trying to keep my hands off of the manga right now.
Shit, you can even say with Dragon Ball Super. If a leaked episode of the actual next part of Super covering the moral arc comes out, do you not believe people would actually watch that ahead of time?
I mean, yeah.
They'll pay hard on cash to see that shit. Anyways, Miss Tamayo, the crow was talking to Miss Tamayo.
Mm-hmm.
And the crow sounded very ominous. He had weird bug-eyed eyes. He was like, well, yeah, go ahead.
I heard from Super Mega Frieza, aka Jamie. I heard from her that he has actually the same Japanese voice actor as Aizen from Bleach. Oh.
You know I hate that motherfucker.
Apparently, yes, you do, but a lot of people love him.
Yeah, I know. I hate him. If you want to know one of my most hated anime characters, he's in my top 5, if not top 3. Probably top 1. I hate that guy. I can't stand that dude. He gets on my damn nerves. Anyways.
Well, comments, what do you have to say to that? Anyways, move on.
It's not Bleach. We'll get to that when Bleach comes back. Basically, the crow's like, listen, we need you to come to the Demon Slayer Corps. We're inviting you because we want you to continue and do some tests on Nezuko and see what the hell's going on with her and why she's able to be in the sun. And on top of it, it seems like she's going to be working alongside Shinobu.
Yeah. Help us defeat Muzan Kibutsuji.
And then the crow. My God. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness.
Might as well call him a bat after. Jeez.
The crow flies off. And basically, Tamayo's assistant comes in and basically Tamayo's like, yeah, listen, we can't pass this opportunity up. We gotta go. Like, at first you'd think like maybe he has some issues with it, but it seems like she's down to do the Demon Core Slayer thing because it's already known she don't like Muzan Kabuchuji. I know, I fucked up the name.
It's fine. Just move on. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother correcting you.
So, you know, that's fine. So it seems like she'll be going there. Looks like she'll be working alongside Shinobu. And I guess to cut to the end of the episode, because most of this episode is just literally Tomioka stuff. We do see Shinobu, and we find out she's actually not participating in the Hashira trainings, which
So just like Giyu, she's not participating. Okay.
Well, Tomioka said he will participate at the end.
Well, we're not at that part yet, but yeah.
But I feel like the thing is she's probably given this mission. You gotta help do the testing with Tamayo. Now, Kanao shows up and she's like, Master, I want to train with you, even though it's like it's funny how she calls her Master when that's kind of her adoptive sister, but all right, I guess. That's just me personally, but at least she's showing respect. I
guess it's just the custom that they put on the Demon Slayer Corps. Or I guess that's Japanese custom.
So yeah. So what's the one thing that Shinobu tells Kanao at the end? She's gonna
tell her about the demon that killed her older sister.
And how to kill that respective demon, right?
Yeah, I'm curious.
So it seems like next week will be Shinobu focused. I'm definitely looking forward to that because we know that her sister died to the demon, but correct me if I'm wrong. We didn't see the demon, correct?
We did not see the demon, but my best guess is it's one of the currently it's one of the remaining upper ranks. My guess is that it's upper 2. It's the upper 2 demon. That's my guess.
Look, man.
Which one do you think?
Honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna sit back and watch. All I didn't sign up for this season. I didn't know I was gonna be crying my eyes out now.
Mm-hmm. Now let's move on to Tanjiro's perspective.
So, Tanjiro gets a message from the headmaster of the whole Demon Slayer Corps. We basically kind of find out the man's all bandaged up. He's bandaged up. He looked like damn near a mummy. Man can't move. He can't do shit.
He's in a crutch.
He's basically just a disabled guy and on the verge of death, essentially. He basically is telling Tanjiro, look, I would have loved to talk to Tomioka one last time to try to convince him to join the training. But I'm going to need you to do it because you're the best possible candidate. And I have nobody else. So Tanjiro, he gets out. He runs into Aoi. Aoi's like, please don't tell me you're going to go do your training. And obviously Tanjiro's like, yeah, of course not, because Tanjiro's still on his bum leg. And plus, his training isn't until like 7 days or so from what he says. Which, how his leg will be healthy by then? I don't know what type of freaking medicine they got going on. Maybe Aoi kisses him. I don't know. I would love to be kissed by Aoi. She's a cute girl. I know you're cringing. That's a cringe look you're giving me, aren't you?
Is anyone else as speechless as I am right now?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you.
I'm just trying to find the words for what you said, but I just can't find them.
I'm an idiot. I know.
Okay, moving on.
Anyways, he then goes over one. He asks Aoi, like, so how can you cheer somebody up that, well, feels lonely, basically? And Aoi kind of has no answer to that. She's like, well, I really can't answer that question. I kind of would just want to be left alone, to be honest. But she's like, well, maybe this could help, and she ends up making rice bowls. Or rice balls.
Onigiri.
Whatever. Same thing.
Okay.
Anyways, he goes to Tomioka's dojo, and you get one of the funny moments of Tanjiro in this very sad episode where he's like, I'll be coming in soon.
Did he say he was coming in? No. He said he was leaving. I must have misheard it. But all of a sudden he sees the door open and Tanjiro with his innocent face like, Tomioka, and he's like, ah.
That was the first moment where I just lost it. I'm like, we never seen this man break character in his life. This man's been stoic up to this point, and this episode makes him have these funny ass faces where he breaks character. There was like 2 other moments he breaks character where he just loses it. The other moment is when he's taking a literal bath and Tanjiro's like, Mr. Giyu, and he's like,
Mr. Giyu!
Like, God, leave me the fuck alone.
Is he gonna be like this for the rest of my life?
Now, before all the shenanigans that happen there, what happens is he ends up he literally like sits crisscross applesauce right in this man's face, and Tomioka's like,
too close.
What the hell is this fucker doing? He's too close to me. Personal space, dude. Personal space. So he then Tanjiro then basically asks him like, hey, why are you not participating in the training? I think you should. And Tomioka's like, dude, I don't want anything to do with this. Just go home, leave. Otherwise I'm gonna kick you out. And Tanjiro really doesn't listen. And Tomioka's getting pissed off, and
it's more like he's angry at Tanjiro because he hasn't perfected the water breathing techniques.
Yeah,
and yes, and he says, and Tanjiro goes, but you're the water Hashira, aren't you? And Tomioka is like, I am not the water Hashira.
Yeah, he was also basically telling Tomioka was telling Tanjiro like, shouldn't you be training to become the new water Hashira and stuff like that? And I'm like, oh, he's supposed to be the water Hashira? I'm like, oh shit, that ain't happening anytime soon, sadly. Well, who knows? But this then leads into he gets kicked out. He's like, "Oh well, I left you some rice balls Miss Aoi made. If you want to eat them, go right ahead and eat them." Um, he eats them, but he doesn't realize that Tanjiro was sleeping in his dojo.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tanjiro wakes up. He's like, "Oh, Mr. Giyu, it seems like you did eat it."
He was about to walk out immediately after that.
So this leads him to montage where this man keeps coming back every single day of every single moment of every single thing Mr. Tomioka does, and he's just like, "Mr. Giyu, Mr. Giyu, Mr. Giyu, Mr. Giyu." When was another? I swear, there's another anime moment of an anime I know we've watched where it's had something similar to where this character is just trying to get in this dude's face. Oh no, it was Dragon Ball Super when Goku kept coming back to Bulma's place trying to hope that Whis was getting there. To the point, man literally went after Bulma took a shower and is like, "Is he there? Is he here yet?"
I vaguely remember that.
How do you not remember that?
Because it's a long series.
Oh my god, you really are Dory from Finding Nemo.
No, not really. I said I vaguely remember it. I didn't say I don't remember it at all.
Well, Tanjiro had a Goku moment. Eventually,
this moment honestly reminds me of that one My Dress Up Darling episode. Actually, like when Marin Kitagawa was noticing Gojo avoiding her, like Gojo.
Oh, so you remember that, but you can't remember Dragon Ball Super content.
You're forgetting something. That one's more recent.
Oh my god, My Dress Up Darling was like 2 years ago.
And not only that, I rewatched that series.
Oh, but you won't rewatch Dragon Ball Super.
Really?
Dragon Ball is one of your favorite series. How are you gonna play Budokai Sparking Zero without rewatching Dragon Ball Super?
Do I have to rewatch it to play the game?
I think you should.
I have
Put
to
in the comment section if you think Denzel should rewatch Dragon Ball Super again.
I'm really curious on what you guys have to say. Do I really have to rewatch this series just to play Sparking Zero? Really? And keep it. It's gonna be on the channel, guys. It's gonna be on my channel. So keep an eye out.
Watch it as I kick Denzel's ass in Budokai Sparking Zero.
The entire time it's just gonna be me learning how to play. Okay?
Yeah, learning how to play and then getting your ass whooped. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, you never know. You never know. You at one point you might have been good and better than me at Xenoverse 2, but then I surpassed you.
Denzel, you know I don't play Xenoverse online matches, and I never did PvP, so of course you were better from me from the jump.
No, not really. I just learned the basics.
Anyways,
go on.
They're walking on the bridge, and this is where we get Tomioka's backstory. What is Tomioka's backstory, Denzel?
Well, he had like this mentality that he never passed the final selection because he felt a certain someone who we knew, and he basically, well, what am I trying to say? Okay, yeah. Basically, Giyu had a history with Sabito. You know, the pink-haired guy that we knew from all those episodes ago from season 1.
Help train Chandra to cut the brick, not the brick, the brick and stone.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Well, basically, he was close friends with Sabito. They went to the final selection. Sabito, he was like defeating every demon in his path, and while Giyu, he was left wounded by a demon, and then Sabito saved him, and then there was that mutated demon that apparently, like, we all heard that Sabito died to back then. And well, Sabito went to go beat it while Giyu was like, he was passing out basically, and that was the last time he saw Sabito. So and we all know what happened after that.
Yep.
And after that, he found himself in like in a like in a deathbed basically, and he found out what happened to Sabito, and yeah, ever since then he felt like he felt like he didn't pass. He didn't truly pass.
Yeah. And he also says that's also another reason why he feels like he can't go through with the training, and that's why he can't live up to the part of getting the mark, because he's like, well, if Sabito was still alive. Because he was doing the whole typical thing of like, well, it should have been me that died, not Sabito. He would have been the guy that would have been able to get the mark, not me. Basically having self-doubts that he can be able to persevere through this training, get stronger, and acquire the mark that everybody has been getting as of late. Kind of a sad story, And then Tanjiro kind of relates to this over his moment from season 2 of Rengoku, because he felt the same thing in the fact like it should have been me that died, not Rengoku, because he had what it was capable to defeat Muzan. But eventually, by remembering what his friends told him, he ended up getting over that. And he basically reminded Tomioka about that, and that flashes back to another moment where Tomioka remembers Sabito punching him, saying...
Slapping him.
Huh?
Slapping him, not punching him.
Slapping, punching, same damn thing. Whatever. I don't care.
You see this man, guys? Just move on then. Move on! How long are you gonna keep giving me the silent treatment?
Anyway.
I'm gonna close this.
Anyways, because of Tanjiro making him remember that, he remembers that moment, and basically, also we get revealed that Tomioka's sister died.
He first lost his sister before losing his friend.
She sacrificed herself, even though she knew she was going to get married the next day, to protect Tomioka from a demon. And basically Sabito was telling Tomioka that like, hey dude, you need to remember what your sister didn't like sacrifice herself and throw away her marriage to protect you from a demon for you to freaking say that you want to die or something like that. So you can see that Tomioka clearly had a very tragic back story growing up, and he took a lot of blame for everything that happened. And luckily Tanjiro was kind of the one that made him wake up from that and get back to him getting back to hopefully normal. And then he's like, well, I'll do the training then. But the moment he's about to tell Tanjiro that, Tanjiro's like, well, what should I... Because he's thinking, I'm like, what should I do? Maybe this could make him feel more happy. He's like, do you want to have like an udon eating competition or something like that? And then Tomioka's like,
what? Why?
So they end up having that. They end up eating noodles. So that's basically it. So Tomioka's gonna be participating in the Hashira training, which is good. That's good. Tanjiro did what the headmaster asked him. Then that led into the Shinobu stuff, which we already talked about, and that's basically it.
Yeah. You
do get your little, I guess, Demon Slayer returns of little what we like to call Clover clips.
Taisho era secrets.
So that happened in this episode. If you're wondering, oh, they didn't do it in the first episode. Well, they did in the second episode.
Actually, I thought they did. They did. Oh wait, it was not necessarily a Taisho era secret thing. It's just it was nothing like really that long. So yeah, you're right.
So yes. Anyways, solid episode of Demon Slayer season 4. Next week seems like it will be a Shinobu focused episode. I'm guessing that these episodes for this season is going to just be focused on the Hashiras and their backstories of how they ended up becoming Hashiras and things like that. I'm guessing. We're just going to focus on one of them, and maybe we'll get some training involved in it too. Maybe that's why this season's going to be pretty short, because there's only so small number of Hashiras.
Yeah.
So, it's nice. It's nice to get the backstory of Tomioka after all this time. Like, it's been like 2 seasons, really. If you want to count 3.5 seasons, because we got him early on in season 1, but then he's kind of just hasn't been there. He's just kind of been a side role, and we just kind of see him every now and then. But the fact that this is like a Hashira focused thing, it's nice to see that we're getting some development. So next week we're gonna probably see and probably cry more with Shinobu. And I'm not ready because I do like Shinobu, and I don't want to see this sister's death.
I'm seeing a lot of death flags from our current Hashira rankings.
Yeah, that's the only thing with these backstories now. It's like, okay, now I feel like we're getting major death flags to some of these damn characters. Like, honestly, with this Tomioka episode, I'm like, are they gonna try to tease him dying in the final battles?
Don't get your heart breaking for what I'm about to say. I have a mean feeling that one of the deaths might be Shinobu. Don't quote me on this. I could be wrong, obviously. I mean, I don't know anything. It's just a mean feeling.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. But anyways, any other final thoughts? Or we can get out.
We got out. We're out of here. And
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. My goal is 100 subs by the end of this year.
I was going to get into that, my friend. But if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Demon Slayer. I guess my somewhat quiet rant. That will be blown up rant next week.
Not so quiet anymore.
Hit the subscribe button, not only to my channel, but my co-host channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. He does gameplays on other games. Stellar Blade kind of is his main playthrough game he's going through right now, but he also plays DNF Duel. He does some solo leveling on Code Vein, and he does that in a live stream format on his channel, if you're wondering where that's going to be found. But the Stellar Blade is literally a legit playthrough.
Yes, it's not easy to record, I'll say that much, but yeah, I won't promise the best quality possible, but I will record everything. Like, it might take me a while because I know Stellar Blade is going to be a long game, but you'll get everything. That happens, like no cuts, just my full experience on the game as a whole, because I'm still relatively new to it.
So I'll leave a link to that his channel in the description below. Just click on the link. It will take you over to his channel. Hit the subscribe button, put the notifications on, and you'll get all his live stream updates or things like that. We also do play Outlast Trials from time to time. I gotta get back to posting videos about that on the channel. Part 4 will go up tomorrow? Monday?
I think you need to cool off on that after what you experienced the last time. Yeah, I got really concerned about him the last time. If you guys saw my Outlast Terrors live stream, you know what I'm talking about. But near the very end, Cameron started losing his sanity.
Yeah, that video on my end won't come out for quite a while.
Wait, what happened to it?
No, it's just I'm so behind. Like, I don't post when I render the videos and create them, it's like I don't drop them on the channel day of. Like, I'm kind of patient, and you know me with my busy work schedule. I'm so tired coming back home from work, I barely have time to upload.
Well, you guys can watch my perspective in the meantime.
Eventually you'll get my perspective on some of the moments, but if you want to get first-hand analysis, he actually did live streams of those episodes, so there you go. Anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day, night, or this video. Peace.